I could be wrong. But when you say I need to heal, when you first came to me and Kaj, well, me specifically, because it ain't even about Kaj, but you were saying I needed to heal. Mm-hmm. And your mind state was, I just need to heal from this disease. But you weren't thinking, not only is it this disease, I wanna heal from the disease, but keep doing all the same shit. Cause ain't nothing else wrong with it. Ain't nothing else. It's just that. It's just this disease. It's just this thing that has me like not feeling as confident. You know? Mm-hmm. And the how do I want to word that? Say something. Give me something to feed off of right now. Cause it's sparking me.
Well, like I was saying before you hit play, we were talking about deception, mm-hmm. and then I was like, okay, that relationship with Ruben was deception and betrayal. Mm-hmm. And that I created certain karma for myself doing that. And then you said, you can't heal from something that you're aware of. Mm-hmm. That's why I'm still trying to.
Okay, so like, remember I said, old girl saying she wanted to be like a kid again. Yeah. That would require innocence. Mm-hmm. So the healing, if you're gonna heal from something, you healing from what you've done to yourself, i.e., what you've done from to other people. Mm-hmm. What you've done to yourself. So like, once you become aware of what you did to hurt somebody else or to hurt yourself, and you keep doing that thing that you're aware of, mm-hmm. you're not healing. Right. Ain't no healing there.
That's being stagnant.
Well, if we want to pull up stagnant, I don't know if stagnant is the word I would use, because I know we use the word stagnant connotatively to mean to sit in one spot, but usually stagnant water is really dirty. Yeah. Like stagnant water is dirty and full of bugs and oil and just it's nasty. So yeah, we could if you want to use that concept, we can use that concept. But like your healing is supposed to be your focus on growing. Cause there ain't as I said before, there ain't really nothing you healing from. As soon as you acknowledge what you've done to hurt others, then you start. That's the healing process. Now you're already healing. You already healed. So it's just growth now. It's just growth. But perpetuating the same patterns, there's no, like I said, there's no healing from it.
That wasn't my first relationship being deceptive.
Fuck no.
Especially like with my son's father. That was like a big deceptive relationship.
Did you ever? Well, your answer's probably no. Of course your answer's no. I was about to say, did you ever step out or be with somebody else when you was with him? And I know the answer's no.
No.
So yeah, it was a lot of deception there. But you see how it made your life so hard.
Yeah, I went through hell. How I said earlier, ramifications.
Mm-hmm. Negative ramifications.
Yeah, a lot.
Mm-hmm. And it never was the other people. It was like a matter of fact, even as I'm saying this, I'm thinking about the relationship I had with my baby mama. I would just be lying, and my life would be getting worse, and I would just be lying because I hated. I was so mad at her for how she was and how she was acting, how she didn't want to contribute, how she went. I was just so mad that I didn't care, right. And I'd just be lying, and my life would just be getting worse, getting worse. So eventually, I just started being honest. I just started being honest with myself. My weight fell off, and stopped being able to drink as much. All of that. I just started telling the truth.
Even when I went to that Hebrew community, and I was honest, and I actually got help. Like they wasn't like, "Oh, a bitch, you this and that." They actually like embraced me. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I realized like, well, I was being objective because I remember in the room we were talking, I kept saying, "I did this, I did that, me this, me that." Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. And I had like just met them, but like I felt when I got there, I felt like I could just like open up. Mm-hmm. Like there's some energy that was there. Like I know I'm not a Hebrew Israelite anymore, but they had this certain energy in that space. Like I felt like I could just pour out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That and you were ready to open up. So we could be subjective and say that they had an energy. However, objectively, you would have to say, I was just ready to open up at that time.
Yeah.
You know, instead of me being so closed off.
Because being so closed off is it's like suffocating. It's like a volcano. Like it be shaking, about to erupt and stuff. But before it actually does, it's like all that tension. Yeah. And then finally, that shit just explode. But yeah, being able just to like talk and say what was going on. Even when you know, there was a guy who rejected me and stuff, but I do value that friendship because I have that energy to open up, and I started telling him a lot of stuff that I've done and did. So I was like, it felt good just to have an outlet to talk about it. Yeah.
See, you've been growing now. Instead of being so focused on healing. So now I would say your solution is, how do you figure out how to create healthy karma for yourself? Profound question. How do you now, after coming here and being here for as long as you have and doing what you've done, what do you have to do now in order to create healthy karma for yourself?
Well, since we're talking about deception, I would think, you know, just opening up more and telling the truth more. And that's even in my chart, like having a lot of water makes me secretive. But that's one of the main things that's hurting me a lot, is being secretive. Yeah.
It's really basically the main thing that has hurt you in your life. The main thing that hurt me in my life when I was doing it.
Just be transparent.
Tell the truth.
And like, I would tell myself, like, I'd rather push somebody away with the truth than keep them with a lie, but I'm still being deceptive. So like, when am I actually gonna take that saying to heart and like really do it?
Wait, really
like,
do what?
I've been practicing it, but I'm talking about being consistent, like always telling the truth all the time. Like, I do it like here and there, and
so
then
you're saying you gotta be
deception come in here and there, but like consistency, that's a big word for me.
So you're saying you need to be committed to the truth.
Yeah, there you go. There's that word.
The commitment issue.
Yeah, the commitment.
So that's what you and old girl going through. Remember I said y'all a lot alike, and that's that commitment part. Me and you had a conversation about commitment. I'm like, you talking about, well, I should be able to change my mind and this, and I'm like, no, you need commitment, yo. Like, you need to be able to be in a relationship with somebody and they can have expectations of you. Instead of it just being, well, they might do this one day, they might do that way. I don't know. But if you saying something, you need to be able to do it and follow through so people can trust you. You know. But the truth really is something that we have to be committed to. Transparency really is something that we have to be committed to. You know. Let me tell you something. It bothered me when we were at McDonald's and you didn't tell your sister what was going on. And the main reason it bothered me is because you're the same person that said context is important. So when you chose, because in my eyes, I look at it as playing victim, to be like, this is what situation I'm in, but I'm not going to give the details as to why I'm in this situation. To me, that sounds like playing victim. I want people to look at me as this innocent person who doesn't do anything wrong or didn't do anything that caused this. This is just how it is. So I'm like, she don't want to tell her sister, oh, because they'll roast me. Right? Because they'll roast me. I don't want my family saying this and saying that. But it's not an issue to paint a picture to your family that I could be somebody else. Like, because if you're not gonna give the details, the picture that you're painting for your family is making me out to be something that I'm not, and that's where the disrespect comes in. You know, so it's like you need to be willing to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God, right? Just like they say in court, the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God. So like, all of that is still deception. Like withholding the answers, withholding the truth, all of that is still deception. So no matter what, it's like you keep going to the same wall. And the same wall is like, money. It doesn't matter who you're talking to, yo, just tell the truth. It doesn't matter what situation you're in, mind, just tell the truth. Just be honest. It doesn't matter what situation. You're gonna keep going through situations over and over and over, and they're gonna be like, just tell the truth. Hey, money, what do you think about? Nothing. Lie. Okay. Well, I don't feel like sharing. Oh, okay. So you're not gonna tell? Okay. Okay. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's so many occurrences. It's like you keep giving yourself the opportunity to be more transparent, which is also going to give you new patterns if you're used to being deceptive. The transparency is what's going to put you in the mindset of having a new pattern so you can get different outcomes. So it's like, that's the only place your growth is coming from. Your transparency. The only place. Because you got, like I said, you got karma to reverse. You got karma. You want a positive karmic surplus. Positive karma. And if you doing the same shit, man, you're getting negative karma. It's like sometimes when I see you, it's like you're trying to find ways to be more deceptive instead of just being honest. That's what I see sometimes. So how can I say this thing without putting all the details in there? Would the details really be important? You know? I like details. I'm a detail-oriented person. I like details and telling the details because it paints the correct picture. It gives me a good picture. You know? What are you thinking about right now?
What you said about how you felt about McDonald's? Being at McDonald's?
Mm-hmm. What about it?
Because you was like, I create situations to be more transparent. I'm like, that's funny.
No, I ain't saying transparent.
What'd you say?
I said deceptive.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Because I'm like, you keep giving yourself the opportunity to be, well, I guess just the way you were saying it. I was saying you're giving yourself the opportunity to be more transparent, and instead of doing it, you'll be like, no, I'm not going to be transparent because of this reason or because of that reason or whatever. But that's throwing off the picture. It's deceit. It's deception every time. It's misleading. You know? It's no different. To me, it's no different from slander. Like, if I had a lot of negative stuff to say about you, but I did a lot of shit to you, which caused you to respond a certain way, then I would be practicing deceit if I didn't say what caused you to respond the way that you respond. It's deceit. And being around you, there's a lot of teaching moments, so to speak. How Essence said is a real nigga moment. It'd be a lot of, because the negative is what gives you the opportunity to be positive. And I said in one of my videos, when you're in a group and you're expressing a frequency, you really want the negative energy to come outside of the group. It shouldn't be a me and you type thing. If me and you were a group, the negativity shouldn't be coming from either one of us. It actually should be coming from somebody outside, because that would let us know that we're on the same playing field. That would let us know that we equal. We're expressing the same frequency. We're on the same wavelength. You know? If it's three of us, if it's me, you, and somebody else, whoever the weakest person is, that's where the negativity gonna come from. But if we all strong, if we all solid, the negativity always gonna come from outside of us. Every time. You know, so yeah, even if you're in a group of 5 people and 3 of them negative, or excuse me, 2 of them just be negative, you know, for whatever reasons, like them the 2 weak links every time. You're always gonna associate. We can always associate being wicked / devilish with weakness, mental weakness, folly, and the code.
And cold?
Cold. Cold-hearted, cold shoulder, cold in the hospital, cold in jail. Sickness always there. So it's cold. It's cold actions. Cold action. Cold actions means things aren't moving. Things aren't changing. They just stay the same. They're cold.
Frozen.
And I ain't trying to build no snowman. Fuck all that.
Right. I know that's right.
I ain't trying to build no snowman.
When I was walking back from the beach that day, I was thinking, I'm like, this is funny how they put out decorations of snowmen and stuff. Like, it's hot as fuck out here. How,
In the tropics, yeah.
like, bro, that's patterns never coming here. Like, why are y'all putting out these fake ass snowmen and snow scenes and winter scenes? Like,
Programming.
what the heck?
Programming is totally detached from the environment. But yeah, you're 100% right.
It makes me laugh.
I'm glad you said that. And it's not necessarily deception, but it's like, it's just like you said. Bro, it's hot as fuck here. You ain't ever gonna see snow ever. You never even gonna see 60 degrees. Well, really, where we're at, you ain't ever gonna see 60. Matter of fact, there may have been times when it was like, it was raining, like during the rainy season last year. It might be like 73, 72.
That's still good, you feel me? Like,
You ain't finna see no snow though. You need 40 whole degrees, yo.
Alright, what degrees? At 40 for snow to come?
I'm talking about you need 40 less degrees, so it'd be 32 is freezing.
Right,
So, like,
bro, there's never gonna be any
That was an
snow
interesting
here.
point. That was a really interesting point. Why is it that in the tropics, in Puerto Rico here, they got up Christmas decorations that are freaking Frosty the Snowman and Santa Claus and all this other shit and snowflakes,
Like, bro.
knowing good and damn well there ain't no possible way. There's no way that you're gonna get snow here. It's not happening. The highest
like
mountains are
lying to
cold.
self.
Huh?
Is this lying to self?
I don't. Well, it had to be with the intent to deceive, so it's not a lie. That's why I said it's programming. It programmed to do the same patterns, because nobody's like, let me intentionally do whatever. Let me intentionally deceive these people and all of that. It's just patterns. We're used to. I understand Christmas lights, cool. Let's decorate the lights.
Yeah, I get that too, right?
But it's like you said, the snowflakes and the snowman and come on, man.
Snowflake.
Doesn't make any sense here in Puerto Rico. That was a really good point. I didn't even think about it till you said it like that.
Yeah, because I was looking at it on my way back, and I'm just looking like somebody really took the time to put out this fake snowman. Like, it's hot. I'm sweating.
As a matter of fact, in Plaza Las Americas, because I was working there around this time, they had the snow machines in the mall. I just thought about that shit. I never even thought about it until you just said it, because I was in there working in the mall, and I'd be walking around, and they had the Christmas tree up. But like I said, they had the snow machines, because I think the Miss World pageant was gonna be last year in December, like December the 15th or something like that. I got it on my page. I'm on my Facebook. But that's a good ass point, though. Good point. A snow machine. Oh, but it lets you know how strong programming is. You know, we be oblivious to certain things.
Yeah.
I think that's the word. Oblivious. Yeah, that's the word, oblivious, because oblivion means to forget. When something gets reduced to oblivion, it means that their memory is gone, which we know your memory is highly valuable in this world. People say it's stuff that they wish they wouldn't have went through, but you needed to go through it. You need that memory of all that pain and all that suffering. You need it. You need it so that you ain't going through it again. You know? It let you know what you didn't want to experience. That chamomile tea show is good.
How'd you like
By the way, I noticed at that health food store, they got a lot of products that I used to eat a lot or consume a lot that are from the States, but I don't see them in like Walmart and CVS and stuff like that. I don't see the same teas. I don't even see that stuff.
I wouldn't expect to.
I mean, I kind of would. Like that, where I'm from, that's basic stuff. Like
What
all
type
the
of tea
different,
you talking about?
like the Yogi brand of teas.
Oh yeah, I've
all
seen
of
that at Walmart. I
Um,
thought you meant like the cut and shifted stuff.
No, I'm specifically talking about the teas like they had the dandelion tea and the smooth move and all of that. I'm used to them that being in every store in the States, but they don't have them here in Puerto Rico. They just get them at that store. And I've been to a lot of different stores over here to see if they had the same teas, and nobody has them. But anyway, you got off topic. So yeah, your goal in this life and in this reality is to create good karma for yourself and to be at a positive karmic surplus. I think you should look at your chart and pull your chart up and pull up your part of fortune and your midheaven.
It's in Aries.
Which one?
The fortune.
I think my part of fortune is in Cancer and my midheaven is Aries. I think you should pull those up. So yeah, being a great member of society is always gonna give you great karma. Helping society, contributing in some way, shape, or form is always gonna give you great karma. I don't know why I've been so sleepy lately. I have been doing a lot.
Yeah, so my fortune is in the 6th house, Aries.
Peace and love.